In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, to whom we all have to turn back. Honorable listeners and respectable audience, you know that we have started a series of linguistics. In linguistics, we commenced the chapter that is known as pragmatics. Pragmatics is the study of the use of language in context. Day before yesterday, I told you about presupposition and its two types: existential presupposition and factive presupposition. Today, I'm going to teach you non-factive presupposition. What is non-factive presupposition and what are some practical examples of non-factive presupposition? If you remember, yesterday I told you about factive presupposition. That factive presupposition means it is an assumption that something to be true due to the presence of certain verbs. Today, I'm going to talk about non-factive presupposition. Non-factive presupposition means an assumption that something which is not true due to the presence of certain verbs. Certain verbs indicate that something is not true. I'm repeating. Non-factive presupposition means it is an assumption that something is not true due to the presence of certain verbs. Certain verbs indicate that something is not true. And what are such verbs which tell us that something is not true? These verbs include like dream, imagine, pretend, and some others. Let me provide some practical examples in written form that you know the concept of non-factive presupposition. The first example is I dreamed that I was a king. Listeners, writers, you see, I dreamed that I was a king. Now, due to this dream, this utterance is incorrect. This utterance is not true. The utterance is correct, but it is not fact. This is not true. So that's why we say that what would be the factive presupposition of this? The factive presupposition of it is that I am not a king. Okay. I dreamed that I was a king. It means I am not a king. So the word dream indicates that this is not fact. This is not true. This is not reality. So this is one example of non-factive presupposition. That non-factive presupposition is an assumption that something is not true due to the presence of certain verbs, due to the presence and the construction of certain verbs in a sentence or in many sentences. Another example is we imagined we were in Kalam. You know, Kalam is a beautiful place, site in Sawat. So we imagine we were in Kalam. So the word imagine indicates that this is not a fact. So the word imagine also tells us that this is not fact. This is not true. And the fact is that we were not in Kalam. Okay, the fact is that we were not in column. So we imagine we were in column. So here the word imagine indicate that this is not fact and this is not true. Another example is he pretends he pretends to be ill. So here the word pretends tells us, indicates us, and identifies that this is not fact. This is not true. So here, the presupposition is that the fact is that he is not ill. Listeners and guidance. To make it short, presupposition and presupposition non-factive presupposition means when an assumption that something is not true due to the presence of certain verbs. So dreamed, imagine, and pretends, they indicate that the utterances, they are not facts, true and reality. Hope that this topic is